Welcome to my day in the life. I'm going to show you everything I do to run my companies. We're here at my hotel. We bought this 4 or 5 months ago and I'm doing some extensive refurb works to get the revenue up. I'm also building a £2 million Dinosaur Park. I want to show you some of the progression of that. I'm recording an audio book and I'm also running my big seminar. It's not really a day in the life, it's more like a week in the life. But you're going to get a little flavour of everything I get up to. Let's have a look at these hotel room refurbishments. Let me just tell you about this hotel. It's about 400 years old in the oldest parts. Half of the rooms have been refurbished and decorated and we're doing some improvements, but a lot of the rooms sort of been locked in time. So this one here, we're sort of refurbishing. Let me just try and work out the key here again. So this room that was basically locked in time, I can't even get the key out now, that was locked in time, needed to have a full refurbishment. Little things that normally you see, like that dado rail wasn't completed, we're going to make that all right, we're doing a full plastering, update the electrics, you know, things like when you go into a hotel, and I stay in a lot of hotels and I'm speaking and doing conferences, you want your USB-C and USB and plugs next to your bed, so we're putting all that in and completely refurbishing this disastrous shower bathroom. I mean, come in here, this was brown, it looked like poo, literally. So I'm doing all the works to put a really good, cool, amazing power shower in, super fast internet. And this is just one of the rooms. New doors, it's going to be good. Gary's building all this, he's refurbishing other rooms as well. Let me show you some of the other ones, big projects. Picture the scene. We've got a huge building here, a beautiful hotel and an amazing Victorian market town. We've got the potential to have 55 rooms. At the moment, we're only using 16 rooms, and I've just shown you one that we're refurbishing, but you know, walk past another part of the hotel and you see a place like this. Storage room. I mean, why? You know, there's another £120 a night here. Disgusting bathroom. We've got to refurbish that, get it all up to standard. But what is the standard? Come and check out one of the ones we've done up. So this is a room that we have refurbished. New curtains, floor, loads and loads of natural light, beautiful bathroom. This is a room that people want to stay in if they're working or they're visiting family at the weekends. So you've seen some of the rooms that we're going through the refurbishment process. One of them was just storage. One of them's been completely stripped back, but what did they look like before the strip out process? Come and check this one out. So this, ladies and gents, is a real project. What we did at the hotel, my predecessors rented out rooms long-term to tenants, and it was really important for us to turn them back into hotel rooms because that's the business model that we think is better. I've actually started doing some works in here. So there was a kitchenette that we've pulled out. We've got some damp problems. We've ripped down the bathroom, but this old carpet's got to go. And this will be a lovely suite room. So we'll put a beautiful bathroom in there, new wardrobe, new floors. Such a nice place to be. We've got a beautiful church there, a beautiful high street. Parking's all included. People are going to love coming here. This room's going to be amazing. It's just oozing character. Look at these curtains that we used to have. Damn. We sold the caravan, but kept the curtains. Awful. Hey gang, I'm here at the Rossi Ice Cream Parlour. This is in Westcliff-on-Sea. It's a business I bought just over a year ago. It's been around for 100 years, so establishment keeps it in the game. But if you're a new business or you may be only going 5 years, or even established actually in many cases, you want to watch out for broken windows in your business. And it's a metaphor really, because if you've got a little broken window in your business, you know, you see an old building, there's one little broken window, it's not really so bad. But one broken window usually leads to another broken window, and then before you know it, you've got a big storm coming into the building. You're no longer watertight, you're no longer weathertight. But you don't want that for your business. Now when I come around our businesses, I've got my phone and I'm taking pictures of problems, sending it to our maintenance team, sending it to our marketing team, to our customer services team. Can we improve this? Can we improve that? And coming here today, I've noticed some broken windows. I noticed a chair that started to look a bit tatty. So I've ordered new furniture for the business and I'm getting those little broken windows fixed before they become big windows causing big storms. See that chair? It's a brand new chair. Could you swap them over?
Yeah, no worries.
That's one of your little easier tasks,
I don't know yet. I'll let you know.
Income generating tasks are really where I spend 80% of my time. getting more customers and keeping customers is what I just believe most successful entrepreneurs do, and it's what you should be doing if you want your business to stay in the game. And I'm always trying to think of innovative ways, thinking outside of the box to get attention so customers notice us. Really, you want to be unusual in a very usual world. Now, this ice cream parlour, been here 100 years, goes like gangbusters in the summer. Everyone's buying ice cream. But as soon as October hits, right through to December, you get a lull because people don't think of ice cream over the winter. Or do they? Well, behind me, I've got our big maintenance team here, and we're doing a big autonomous Halloween display, and after that we'll go into Christmas. We did it last year. I put a little shot up here. It went like gangbusters. The sales went up. People were coming and having ice cream and food and drinks and hot food. They were thinking of us to come to us, an ice cream parlour, where they traditionally wouldn't do it in the winter. And that's the plan here. It's going to look great. I'll put the finishing shot in just a moment. This is Michael. He's making me look fabulous for Business Masterclass. It's the first day of what I think is the best entrepreneurs conference to help entrepreneurs super scale their business. This is Business Masterclass. Let's go.
Because you're going to have mics here, so you need some more space here. So don't.
Good now?
That's good. A tie?
Look at
You're
him.
supposed to have
Look at his suit. Doesn't he look good?
You're supposed to have a navy tie. Do you want me to
Do you want me to put a navy tie on? Do you think it look better?
I think it'll look better.
I brought both.
Oh, so that's going to be like lunchtime change?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Then you're going to have everything in one colours, because all of a sudden you're introducing that blue. Where's this blue coming from?
I thought that was similar to this.
No, this is like a lighter blue. So if you had a dark blue, it would be nice.
I've got it. I'm going to get it. I'll wear this one tomorrow with something else.
You shouldn't wear the same tie again and again and again on like different conferences, different ties, different outfits. You should have enough outfits to be never wearing the same outfit ever again on the stage.
I like this tie though, don't you?
It's nice, but I think it would be nice if everything, because you have only navy and kind of this blue, and then that blue is going to be in there, and then all of a sudden that navy is going to be nice. Even that red will be nice.
Why aren't you wearing a tie?
I'm going to wear one in the middle.
Oh, right, I was going to say.
Because you now have got weights in there. Obviously you've got.
I'll take that out. That won't be in there.
Yeah, because obviously make sure, because it's going to sag. If it's going to sag, then all of a sudden your shirt's going to be showing. We don't want that. Look, nothing here. As light as possible.
Yeah. Conferences, it's still shocking to me how many business owners are not using an effective database to get customers into their business. It's next to free, or as close to free as you can get. We're sending over 1 million emails a month across all of our businesses, and they are one of the biggest ways that we get cash and generation into our business. Actually, if you're going to sell your business, which, the whole aim, anyone who watches my stuff, the habit that we should all be doing is we're building a business to sell, even if we have no intention of selling it, because that discipline helps us build something of huge value. And one of the best balance sheet value adds you can have, especially when you're selling a business, is the power of your database. I've bought companies, multiple companies, on the strength of their database. I bought Rossi Ice Cream, 100-year-old ice cream company. Why did I buy it? Because millions of people knowed it. There was a big database there that wasn't being effectively used. I see that as huge value. This year, everyone knows that I bought Party Pieces from the Middleton family. We helped ourselves there to a database of 250,000 people that have bought from them before that wasn't being effectively used. And I see huge value in that. Now, I've bought lots and lots of companies. I'm always looking for, is the database being used, or is there a big following and they haven't built a database that we could tap into and improve? Does that all make sense, everyone? Hey, look at this, eh? Like my new things, printed these in-house. Yeah, see, some of you get it. I just want to say a big thanks to American Express for sponsoring this video. Why? Well, I've teamed up with Amex to make even more content to help entrepreneurs and business owners grow their business. I've done this over on the American Express UK YouTube channel. So it's great news, because you haven't got enough content from me. I've made even more on their YouTube channel. Now, specifically, I've made a video all around the hire and rental businesses. What's the nuts and bolts of those businesses? How do they actually make money? Go and check that video out. There's a link above my head and also a link in the video description of how you you can watch that video. It goes one step further than that because Amex have created the Business Trends and Insights Hub. There's a resource centre with loads of articles to help you grow your business. So go and check that out too, and there's also a link in the video description for that as well. Right, let's get back to the video. I'm in London today and I'm about to go into that pub to record a podcast. I'm going on a podcast called Pints of View with Gary Goldsmith. Gary Goldsmith is Carol Middleton's brother, and that's the lady that used to own Party Pieces, which is a business that we bought earlier this year. He's going to ask me about all things entrepreneurship and business, after you, madam, and I'm going to go in and answer all the questions. A bit weird that, wasn't it? I'm going to answer all the questions and see if I can give you some great content to help grow your business. Right, let's do the podcast.
James, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Gary.
Right, but before I give you like the full Monty of all the things that you've done, I've written you a poem.
Have you?
Yeah, well, I don't.
That's very kind of you.
I do. Well, between me and ChatGPT, we've had a good old go. Right.
Because of those barriers that you've mentioned there, I've become to love those barriers. So you're scared of it because of regulation, because of paperwork, because of care of life. But actually, if you get it right, because you're scared of it, less people wants to compete with me. So as I've been, trundling on the years, I've learned to love what I call regulated businesses. So in the unregulated world, everyone can be it, and do it, and it's very low barrier to entry. Yeah, recruitment's a great one. If you just put in the hard work, blood, sweat and tears, you should be able to achieve. But actually, having high barrier to entry like Ofsted, which is the watchdog that controls, that is a barrier to entry. You've got to get registered. And anyway, so I learned to love all that stuff. And the second thing is, I was 25, I think, when I opened our first day nursery, which was in a shopping centre. I thought, well, I'm not qualified. I then had someone that was qualified, that knew the industry, but that's an investment, it's not a cost. There's cost labour, isn't there, and there's investment labour. If you're investing in someone that's going to grow you something in the future, I looked at that as, like I would invest in a property. And I always say this to entrepreneurs, lots of entrepreneurs love property, especially buy-to-let property. So did I. I don't think that's what it was years ago, but they would invest £50,000 into a buy-to-let property to help themselves to say £150 a month after paying the mortgage, the tax and all of that. You put 50 grand in, you're getting £150 a month after net. But actually, if you find the right person and you invest in a salary divided by 12, because you pay it, as you know, every month, and that's what I did, and I invested in that salary before paying myself. And then 15 years later, our childcare business making millions of profit each and every single year. But not a lot of people want to do that. When you're an entrepreneur, you're judge, jury and executioner. So, and then when you start having some resources, I think you become dangerous because you don't have to ask anyone for accountability, you just go and do it.
Shit out of advice at that point.
So one of the many reasons that I do all my stuff on YouTube, I do my podcast, write the books, is really to hold myself to account in many ways. So when I'm talking to you and say, well, I've invested in low barrier to entry stuff, I'm reminding myself, don't look at every opportunity. If it's low barrier to entry, James, don't do it, So part of the reason I'm doing this is like self-counselling for myself to make sure I'm making the right decisions.
You got something in your chin, by the way. Not that one. Sweet. He still loves his sweets. Look, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you. It's always a joy when we hang around together.
I'm in London and I'm about to go into a recording studio to record the audio of my new book, The Dream Team. Let's get into it.
You'll be wearing headphones. The volume in the headphones is controlled by that knob there.
Nothing gives me more pleasure than to dedicate this book to the many thousands of people that have worked for us over the years. I'm aware that most companies work on a policy of people's hands for the money they pay. The time exchange for money is how most of the world works. Where we've been so lucky in our organisation, with so many of our people, is we've had their hearts as well as their hands. And in many cases, they've had mine too. We spend more time with people we work with than our friends and family. When you love seeing them and working with them, you've won all the world's lotteries combined.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm suggesting you take a little break, because you don't want to do your voicing.
You're not shouting, are you? It's mad. Oh, my throat feels harder than when I do a seminar. No, last week I did a 2-day seminar, 8 hours on stage, 2 days. But this feels like that already.
You've only been in there 25 minutes.
Shut up. Leadership decides what the culture is. Management teaches the culture, frontline shows us what happens when culture meets customers. I love that we've managed to keep this flame alive as we've grown. I think the creation of our cultural commandments, which we call the 4 E's, deliver exactly what we want as a company to our customers, so they can experience engaging enthusiasm. It's very windy here, but it's October, and in a couple of days' time, October half term kicks off. We've built a big, massive pumpkin village. It's our 4th year of doing this, maybe 5th year actually. Things going like gangbusters, the big haunted houses come in. We've got dodgems, and we're including all of this in the price to add value, get people talking about us. What I want to show you now though is our update on our brand new big £2 million investment. We're building a dinosaur park. Let's see how we're getting on. So over here is where we're building the big dinosaur adventure park. Over here we're going to have a big dinosaur walkthrough area, but we didn't want it just to be a big dinosaur walkthrough area because loads of people do that. We want to have some big interactive indoor elements as well to just give us an edge, to give us a USP over everyone else. And as the videos progress over the next 6 months, you'll be constantly updated on this. So inside this huge barn, we're building a dinosaur family entertainment centre with walkthroughs, loads of good edutainment. That's where you've got entertainment and education. You fuse them together. Basically, we designed it to be mazy. So if you just come round here, you can see behind every corner, something new is going to happen. And it just goes round and round in this sort of labyrinth. Labyrinth, I think, is a really good word to explain it here. Obviously, David Bowie's not going to be here, but everything else will feel really cool. You see all the walls are going up. Now, for someone that's very in-house, we're doing this all with contractors. So very unusual. Actually, do you know what? For the first time ever, I actually think outsourcing big construction can really work in your favour because, you know, I'm just carrying on running the business rather than my brain being in this. I can't wait to get the marketing going. But look how big it looks.